Now, the economic output in the United States alone is over $780 billion. That's a lot of money being made in the franchise industry. And in this video, going over these franchise opportunities, we're gonna cover how you can get your piece of the pie. So let's jump in. Welcome. In this video, we're gonna go over the 7 low-cost franchise ideas that build wealth. Now, according to the International Franchise Association, in 2020, the amount of franchise locations were estimated to grow by about 1.5% to over 785,000 franchise locations open. And the economic output in the United States alone is over $780 billion. That is a lot of money being made in franchises. And in this video, going over these 7 low-cost franchise ideas, you're gonna have an opportunity to earn your piece of the pie. First, if you're new here, my name is Tarek Johnson. I built a multi-million-dollar franchise business owning locations in multiple states. Also, please make sure to subscribe to the channel below. I make a ton of videos all about franchise ownership, everything you need to know about it, and succeeding as an entrepreneur. You can look on my channel. I have a ton of videos already all about franchise ownership, what questions to ask, how to find profitable franchises, mistakes to avoid when buying franchises, what to do if you don't have any money. Should you actually buy a franchise? Does it make sense? Should you quit your job to buy a franchise? I think you guys get the point. I have a lot of videos all about owning franchises and succeeding as an entrepreneur, even if it's not as a franchise. Also, drop me a comment below and tell me why you're interested in owning a franchise. And also hit the like button below. It helps the YouTube algorithm show this video to more and more people. So let's jump in. Oh, actually one more thing. As of the recording of this video, there's already over 500 people that have downloaded my free, it's totally free, my 7-step blueprint to business profits in 60 days. It's an e-guide that I wrote, an e-guide, PDF, whatever you want to call it. It's 23 pages. It's an incredibly quick read, but my wife and I, after investing in our first franchise location, over $300,000, we were able to become profitable our second month in business, doing over $30,000 in sales that second month alone. And so I documented that as well as narrowed it down to 7 steps on how anyone can apply it for any business, any industry, at any time to become profitable and to become profitable quickly. I'll leave a link in the description below, or you can just go to my website, tarekjohnson.com. It automatically pops up and you can grab it right there for free. It's an amazing resource for you. Okay, now let's jump into the 7 low-cost franchise ideas. All right, number 1 is commercial cleaning. Man, commercial cleaning can be an exciting franchise business and ton out there. And especially after the pandemic and everything that's going on, yes, there are offices that are closed, but I think the commercial cleaning industry, that balances out because of the fact of all those businesses that really need to make sure they keep things clean and sanitized. So I think the opportunity for commercial franchise businesses is just as big as it was before. And there are some there's some key players in the space that have been around a long time. Some of the names to look at are JanPro, Stratus Building Solutions, Coverall, Anago Cleaning Solutions, as well as Vanguard Cleaning. Those are some of the low-cost franchises that I was able to find when I did my research. Now also, if you're looking at franchises and you want some help in trying to be able to identify and find a franchise location that makes sense for you, that's a profitable franchise, make sure to shoot me an email over at info@tarekjohnson.com. info@tarekjohnson.com, and I'd be happy to help you along that process of finding the right franchise for you. All right, the second one is in-home healthcare. Man, the in-home healthcare space is a booming space. So in-home healthcare, it's basically, there's 2 different types. There's non-medical and then there's medical. Non-medical is going into homes for seniors or even potentially someone that just has like a disability or is not able to fully function around their house and they need help. It's a booming industry. Check out this stat. This is an interesting stat. In the third quarter of 2020, about 28.6 million baby boomers reported that they were out of the labor force due to retirement, and there's 3.2 million more baby boomers than the 25.4 million who were retired in the same quarter of 2019. So that means that any business like this, the in-home healthcare business, this is really going to be a great opportunity moving forward. There are some great names out there like Visiting Angels, Acticare, and InHome Healthcare that are some key names in this space. So take a look at the home healthcare franchise industry, because that could be what helps you really build your wealth and take your franchise game to the next level. Number 3 is travel agency. Now, I'm making this video in February of 2021, so we're still recovering from everything that's happened from the pandemic, and travel has, obviously really been hit and hurt from the effects of that. But this could be a really great opportunity to get into the travel business and be able to start capturing some of that market, especially if you don't plan on doing it full time, if this plans on being something you do part-time or something that you build up as you transition out of your full-time employment. Like, as an example, there are a lot of clients that reach out to me for consulting or coaching around transitioning to the franchise world or the world of entrepreneurship and owning their own business. And they actually plan to do it part-time and then build up and make the transition out of their full-time work. And then I have a lot of people that come to me where they're just looking to make the transition right away and find the best opportunity. So in the travel care space, if you're just looking to either supplement your income or do it on a part-time basis, could be a great opportunity. Some of the names out there are cruise planners as well as dream vacations. Those are two of the most popular ones that you'll see. Again, yes, right now that industry has been hit, but I imagine that industry is going to recover. It might take some more time, but take a look at that if you really are excited and interested in the travel space. All right, the next one is property management. Wow, property management represents about an $88 million market, which is up about $10 billion from last year. Now, the property management market, really, this starts to boom in times of economic hardship because people tend to rent more, and when people rent more, the demand for property management increases. So property management, man, this is a great sort of business opportunity, especially if you're a professional or you've been a real estate agent or you've bought houses before, you've had renters before, and you kind of have like a foundational knowledge around real estate and how that works, or you live in an area where the real estate market is really competitive and there's a lot of renting. Property management can be a really, really great business opportunity that can succeed in any market condition. The great thing about property management too is that, as a landlord might hold and own their property for years and years and years and years, and you just continue to have reoccurring clients. Not only that, if you have a client that sold their rental property, they may be selling it to buy another rental property, and they still need your services as a property manager. Two companies are Real Property Management or Property Management Inc. So again, take a look at the property management space. Could be a really great opportunity. Next one up is tax franchises. So check out this interesting stat. So 60% of the millions of tax returns filed each year are filed by someone who used a tax preparer. Man, this is a really competitive space, although this can be a really low-cost franchise opportunity. It's a challenging one to get into because there are so many brands and names out there, although there are a lot of resale opportunities, and keep in mind this is a very seasonal business. So you make basically all of your money 4 months out of the year in this business. So again, this could be a really great opportunity for someone who's looking for some sort of part-time business or just doing it to supplement, or if you already own another business, the tax franchise space could be really interesting. You've probably heard of some of the names out there. H&R Block, Jackson Hewitt, Liberty Tax, those are some of the main tax franchises that are out there. All right, direct mail. So direct mail is an interesting low-cost franchise idea. So the direct mail space generally is typically targeting small business owners. And with everything that's going on right now, small business owners need customers now more than ever. Keep in mind, some small business owners may be cutting back on their marketing if things are tight for their business, but it's counterintuitive. If your business is hurting right now, you actually need to market more. So in this sort of business, the direct mail franchise business, one, be ready to hit the ground. Be ready to hit the ground and have to prospect and cold call and really get out there, get involved in the community and sell small business owners your services. So if you don't like sales, if you don't like talking to people, if you're afraid of rejection, direct mail franchise is not for you. But if you like selling or you like talking to people or you're very passionate, then a direct mail franchise could be a very interesting opportunity for you where you can build reoccurring revenue streams, because oftentimes some of these small business owners continue to do business with you over and over again. What I can say, having owned multiple juice bar locations, we've used direct mail service providers multiple times, and actually corporate, the franchisor, has a relationship with a direct mail company, and that direct mail company does all of the direct mail for the franchisees that actually opt in. So if you can start a direct mail franchise and then land a franchise company or small business that has multiple locations, you could really potentially start building up a really great business. Some of the popular direct mail franchises are Valpak, Town Money Saver, and Money Mailer. All right, the last low-cost franchise idea is kids coaching franchise. Now, this is a really interesting one. If you like kids or if you have multiple kids and you've spent a lot of time at camps and at baseball games and football games and soccer games, or if you've been a teacher, an educator, or if you just like kids overall, this could be a really great franchise opportunity for you. Some of these franchises are as low as $15,000 to get into, so they can be some really great affordable franchise options. And some of those franchises are Happy Feet's International, Soccer Shots, and TGA Premier Sports. Some of the low-cost franchise ideas. If you have any questions about that, drop me a comment below or shoot me an email at info@tariqjohnson.com. And again, if you want my help in finding a franchise and figuring out what franchise makes sense, again, make sure to shoot me an email at info@tariqjohnson.com. Make sure to hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel so you can see my other franchise videos and so you don't miss out on some of the other franchise videos that I post. And I will see you on the next one.